Hello students, welcome to the tale of Custard the Dragon. I was telling you the story of a girl, Blinda, and her creatures. Let's continue this story. Coming to the fifth stanza, let me read out this. Blinda she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, blink, and mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the truly cowardly dragon. So, this is the fifth stanza of the poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. Tickled here means tease, unmerciful means cruel. Percival is actually a knight in King Arthur's court. So, in this stanza, the poet says that Blinda, she used to tease a dragon in a very cruel way. She used to tease a dragon in a very unmerciful way, having no mercy, in a very cruel way. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they also made fun of him, and they compare him to a knight named Percival. Percival is actually a character in a folklore who is supremely innocent, brave, and succeeds in getting Holy Grail. Holy Grail is actually, we can use it as a phrase, something that you want very much but that is very hard to get or achieve. Holy Grail is actually, it was a cup that is said to have been used by Jesus Christ and was sought by knights during the Middle Ages. It was very difficult to get this cup, but Percival, a knight, he succeeds in getting Holy Grail. So they compared Custard with the Percival. They call him Percival. They used to tease the dragon while sitting in their little red wagon. So in this stanza, they make fun of the dragon. Let's come to the literary devices. The literary devices that had been used in this stanza are, firstly, let's see the rhyme scheme. It follows the same rhyme scheme: AABB, unmerciful, Percival, wagon, and dragon. A refrain is actually the repetition of sentence again and again. Ad realio and trulio, this sentence, it has been used again and again throughout this poem. Let's come to the allusion. Another poetic device is allusion. Allusion is actually referring to something else. We can also include it in metaphor. Allusion, ALLUSION, it is different from illusion. So this allusion, it is actually it's a literary device. Here allusion has been used because in the form of this Percival, we can also call it as a metaphor, as these creatures, they compare dragon with this character Percival. So these poetic devices have been used in this stanza, this repetition and allusion. Now let's come to the sixth stanza of the poem. Blinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said, "Wreck, it is giggling for a mouse." Ink and Mustard duly asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. So in this stanza, the poet says that Blinda used to laugh so loudly that her voice shook the house, her voice echoed the house. Blink, it also used to laugh at the custard, at the dragon. On the other hand, ink and mustard. They also teased him by asking the dragon his age. Whenever the custard he used to demand for a nice safe cage. Nice safe cage, it has been used for the innocence of the custard. So literary devices, rhyme scheme is actually again AABB. Let's come to the seventh stanza. Suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, cried Blinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Nasty means bad, growled means bark, pirate, it means a person who robs ship in the sea, and window, it has been used for a window. So while they all of them were making fun of the dragon, suddenly they heard the noise. They heard the sound of someone. They heard the sound of someone entering the house. Someone was entering the house, and they heard the sound of it. And when they looked around, and when they looked towards the window, they saw a pirate. It was climbing up the wall. The dog, it barked at him. The kitten mewed to him. And Blinda cried, ooh, because all of them were scared of the pirate. So all these voices, they were created in fear. They were all scared of the pirate who was climbing up the window. Now let's come to the literary device. Rhyme schemes again, AABB. Here another poetic device is that is the alliteration. That is the use of the consonant sound S. Suddenly and suddenly. So sound has been used here, that we call it alliteration or consonants. Another poetic device has been used here that we call as onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. What is onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia is a figure of speech which refers to the formation of words or names from sound that resemble those associated with the object of action to be named. For example, the cats, what they create, what sort of sound they create. They make mew sound. So this mew, it has been taken as such, and it formed a word mew. So this mew, it resembles the cat. So here it creates, whenever the mew sound comes, it creates the image of the cat in our minds. So it has been, this poetic device has been used here. The dogs, what the master, the dog, it growled, and meow, cried Ink. So the little Ink, it cried meow. So this poetic device is, we call it as onomatopoeia. Another poetic device that we call as a poetic license. Poetic license, here we let us Vinda. Vinda is actually window. So window is written as Vinda. Actually, it has been used to create the rhyme. Because, the poet Nosh, he had a fondness of crafting his own words whenever rhyming words didn't exist. So he used this word Vinda to create the rhyming effect. Thank you.